The home of the common Joe and the common Sally in the know, even more so than all those media talking heads.
Call down the thunder, you don't get the lightning. You don't get your ass struck. You asked for it. I was going to let y'all go, leave y'all alone. But these USC Skittle Shitters are going back on videos that were 3 months ago saying, where's Oklahoma at? We don't talk about Oklahoma, but yet we're talking about Oklahoma. And I try to reiterate to you spastics out there in LA, you LA Skittle Shitters. You know, the ones that don't show up for the football games unless their team is winning. You know, the ones that go to the transgender volleyball tournaments in Santa Barbara Beach or wherever it is they go, whatever beach they go to. Because we got so much other things to do other than watch college football when they're losing. That is the equivalent and the equaling of what we call in sports as bandwagon fans, and that's what you are. I was going to let you go. But y'all keep running in here, wetting your little diapers and wondering, where's all the Oklahoma videos now? Where are you? Why ain't you talking about Oklahoma? Well, I've been talking about Oklahoma. Y'all just don't pay attention, man. I believe y'all got attention deficit disorder or some shit. Or some kind of spastic shit going on. Let's talk about it. Woo! Well. What do we have here? Look at here. Mia Campo. I made a new tequila. That's right. I was trying to sit here and partake in a little bit of tequila because I hadn't had none in about a week or two. And I look at my YouTube channel and here they are, flocking. Just a flocking around. Like a old nasty ass green fly. It's some damn USC Skittle Shitters all up in my shit. Talking about, where you at now, Sooners? Where you at now? First of all, I've done told y'all, but because y'all have some kind of mental issue of some sort, y'all can't seem to comprehend that I'm an Alabama fan. Look, see his shirt. See that? I'm an Alabama fan, morons. Sure, I got an Oklahoma hat up there. Because their fans are passionate, they back their team up when their team sucks. Even back in the John Blake days. But y'all probably wouldn't know nothing about that because y'all are bandwagon fans that come and go and only support your team when they're winning. You want to know why I give y'all so much hell? It's because y'all a bunch of farces, man. And I don't like farces. And I'll never like farces. Y'all even admitted to it. Well, the reason why we don't come to football games is because we got so much other stuff to do. We can go watch the LA Dodgers play. We can go to transgender volleyball tournaments in Santa Barbara. Man, shut the F up, man. Y'all making yourself look bad, man. And if y'all want to know why USC's doing so good, if anybody wants to know why the Skittle Shitters out in LA are having a pretty successful campaign this 2022 season, it's because, number one, they just now played a winning team. Washington State, of all people, who we know will probably end up being a team with a losing record before it's all said and done, because the history of Washington State says that they're going to be, at best, 4-8, 5-7. Of course, they may pull a bowl season out of their ass like they do every so often, periodically. But for the most part, this ain't about Washington State, but for the most part, USC has played teams that have had at most maybe 2 wins on their record all year. They played the likes of Stanford, who's like, what, 1-4 now? Y'all played a bunch of teams, lots of losing teams. And that's the thing. See, with the Pac-12, y'all have got built-in cupcakes. Y'all play like 7 or 8 cupcakes a year. So nobody knows how good you really are. And the reason why y'all are doing so well is because you have a shitty-ass schedule. And the teams that you're playing are not that good. And down the road, sure, y'all might play UCLA or Notre Dame or who else y'all got? Utah. And Utah lost to UCLA. And Utah lost to Florida, who's a middling of the road SEC school. So we're not going to know how really good you are. Y'all could go undefeated and make it to the playoffs. Which is probably going to be the worst thing that ever happened to you, especially with Lincoln Riley in tow. And Oklahoma fans, all they've tried to do through the offseason is try to warn you guys of what's coming. And what's coming is this. Lincoln Riley may sure enough get you to the playoffs. But Lincoln Riley, for the most part, I'd say 75% of the time, he had that one close game against Georgia. But 75% of the time, Lincoln Riley's going to get his ass handed to him because he can't coach football as a whole. He's only offense. It's all he is. All he can do is offense. And the offense ain't really looked that good this year, to be honest with you. I mean, 30 points is all right. Sort of pedestrian against Washington State. So that's why y'all doing so good. And the third reason is y'all did some little shady dealings out here in Norman, Oklahoma. When he was still in Norman, Oklahoma, he was recruiting for USC. He took a bunch of their players from them. See, back in the day, when things were a little tougher, because Lincoln, y'all wouldn't know nothing about that because y'all don't like tougher. Y'all don't stick around unless your team's winning. I'm going to keep bringing that up because y'all said it. But back in the day, you see, you couldn't just enter the transfer portal and boom, be on another team. You had to sit out a year. And like I said, I don't have an issue with players getting played in the NIL, but if they're going to transfer out every year because they don't get their way, well, then they should have to sit out a year as a deterrent against transferring out, because then it might hurt them as far as their NFL stock goes because they'll get rusty. But the NCAA has no teeth. So they allowed Oklahoma to basically get raided by USC and tampered with. Not really a transfer portal. It's tampering. And that's the only reason y'all are any good. Y'all had to take what Oklahoma had to be good. And eventually, you're going to hit that ceiling, except it's going to be really bad. Making the playoffs, teams have done that in the past and got embarrassed. Oklahoma got embarrassed because of the coaching situation they had. You had a coach by the name of Lincoln Riley who was all about offense. And when you play teams that are wholesome and talented across the board, you're going to run into a problem. You might get your 28 points like you did against LSU, but you're going to give up 63 and get housed on a national stage. And then defensive players ain't going to really want to come play for you now, are they? It's just going to keep snowballing and snowballing until you just get blowed out. And people get tired of the same old shit. And that's what happened with Lincoln Riley. And y'all may have a pretty decent record this year. But long term, you're not going to win any national championships. And the only reason that you're winning any games now is because of the aforementioned reasons that I just laid out. And if you don't like that, well, then I don't know what to tell you. Do something about it, man. Get on here and create your own channel. Don't get on here criticizing me, saying bullshit stuff like, oh, you ain't got but 2,800 subscribers. Just so y'all know, just a little education here. The average YouTuber First year. I haven't even made my anniversary first year yet. 1 year average for most YouTubers is 700 subscribers. I've got almost 2,900, so that's 4 times as many. So don't get on here playing that crap when, in fact, that your channel don't have any subscribers. But that's all I got to say about that. Just want to jump in here real quick and set the USC Skittle Shitter straight and educate them a little bit and let them know that my opinion is totally unbiased when it comes to them in Oklahoma because they're not my team. Neither one of them. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel. And as always, KMCA to all the other teams. Class is now officially dismissed.